Hello guys, before starting with the concepts, let me give you a short intro about myself and the channel. So speaking about myself, I am a software developer in Bangalore. I'm sorry I cannot mention the name of the company where I work in. And telling about this channel, I will be teaching some of the programming languages and also the basic concepts involved in programming. So not wasting much of time, let's start with C programming, which is the very basic language which every programmer who wants to learn programming has to learn it. Before diving deep into C programming, let's understand some basic concepts. So let's understand the first question here. What is programming? So it is very simple. Let's start with an example. Consider calculator. So in order to perform any operation, so what will you do basically? Consider if you want to add two numbers and the numbers are 10 and 20. What will you do? So you will press 10 and you will press the positive symbol and then you will press 20 and the result will be displayed on the screen. Right. So in our case 10 plus 20 is nothing but 30. So 30 will be displayed on the screen. So basically what you are doing here, you are providing instructions which is to add 10 and 20 to the calculator. So this is nothing but programming in simple terms. So if we see the definition of programming, what it is, so it is nothing but providing instructions to perform a particular task. So in our case, the task is adding two numbers, and what are the instructions? The inputs 10 and 20 and the operation which is to be performed. We need to provide the instruction. The operation over here is addition. So one more very important point here is calculator only understands 1 and 0. Other than these two digits, it does not understand anything. So these digits are called as binary digits. If you take the same example of adding two numbers 10 and 20, 10 and 20 are in decimal format. That is, they are decimal numbers. So these decimal numbers can be converted into binary numbers. So each and every decimal number can be easily converted to binary numbers. For example, the binary representation of 10 is 1010 and the binary representation of 20 is 10100. So these two binary represented decimal numbers, they are fed to, which is something called as binary adder. The binary adder, what will this do? The binary adder will take these two binary numbers like 1010 and 10100, which are nothing but 10 and 20, and perform binary addition inside it and provide an output which is also in the form of binary. So if you can see the image displayed, you can see 1010 which is 10, 10100 which is 20. These two numbers are fed as input to this binary adder, and you can see at the output end you are getting 11110, which is nothing but 30. So the output which you get from the binary adder is also a binary. Now this binary will be again converted into decimal, which is 30, and will be displayed on your screens. So when it comes to calculator, here you are doing only mathematical operations for which the inputs are only numbers. But if you want to do some complex operations, like consider there is a sentence called as hello world. You want to convert all the alphabets involved in this sentence into capital letters. Okay, you can see the same on your screens. You want something more here, right? Like this particular operation cannot be performed using calculators. So for such kind of operations, you need computers. You need to provide instructions to the computer to perform this particular task. So how are you going to provide those instructions? So there is a particular format, there is a particular syntax you need to follow in order to provide the instructions. So in order to provide instructions, you need to learn the language which the computer understands. So the computer understands the languages like C, C++, Python, etc. So whatever language you write the instructions in, whether you write it in C language, whether you write it in C++, or else in case of calculators, you did not write any instructions, but you just provided the inputs in terms of numbers, right? So in whatever format you write your instructions, so everything will be converted into binary at the end before they are being fed to the processor. The processor is the one which will take all the binary inputs and then provide you the output. So I shall stop today's video over here, and in the next video I shall continue with the C programming language concepts. I hope you have understood today's concepts. If you feel it is useful, please like, share and subscribe to SA2 classes, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.